book I highly recommend, which kind of changed my life along with many other things, The Alchemist, dude. That book will map it out. The Alchemist by like Paulo Coelho or something like that. It'll map out like your journey when you're trying to succeed, and you know what I mean? Like you're comfortable with your 9-to-5 job. You know what I mean? You're comfortable, bro. You're secure. And like taking that leap or not believing in yourself and how to recognize the signs and all that. You know what I mean? It's like it's kind of hard to explain because I don't want to sound cocky, but like supreme confidence that it'll happen, man. Like, and once you have that, like, even if you got to trick yourself, even if you don't have it all, like,
you got to will it to happen.
You have to will it, bro. Will it into existence, bro. And dude, the world works. It'll make it happen for you. If you do the right things will happen, man.
You hear that? You hear that?
The fifth of him because there ain't no joke.
Okay, here we go. Drink Tokens Podcast, episode 14. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We got our man Mico finally arrived here.
Yes, sir.
He's a San Jose artist. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Mico Solorzano, from San Jose, born and raised. Do the thing with the art, tattoos. I like to say I do it all, so glad to be here with y'all.
Whoa. He does it all, Mark.
Thank you for coming on, bro.
Thank you all for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was checking out your IG. You got a lot of dope shit. So between the tattoo game and then your artwork, you're killing it.
Appreciate it.
Are you? So I guess like a first question would be: Are you part of like? Do you have your own like shop set up, or is it more like I don't know how?
It's a good one.
No, I'm like pretty grassroots right now, just out the house. You know,
dope.
I don't want to say starting from the bottom, but yeah, kind of starting from the bottom. You know, out of scratch. Just trying to get my clientele up, and you know what I mean? Just getting the damn thing done right now. But yeah, that's the goal, obviously, the shop and all that. I got something underway right now at my house in the basement, kind of like, you know, making it a little more client friendly, a little more professional. So once that's all
like this place.
Kind of like this place, man, little man cave,
it's
you know,
professional,
yeah, man, you know, and that's another thing I always tell people too. Some people kind of appreciate that like personal experience of like coming to your place and like, you know what I mean? There's not people walking out, and it's not like a hair salon or, you know, like a business type.
It's personal as you can be. It's
right. They want to feel like, you know what I mean? It's something special. It's on their body for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? So
that's like, have you seen Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
When he buys drugs, he's like, are we in the hood? This is my fucking home.
Right. A little character to it. Yeah.
Remember that, Mark?
Yeah, he's like in the living room, right?
Yeah, when Travolta went to go buy some heroin or something. He's like, "You're at my home."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I mean, so me and this guy used to bounce together at the Brit downtown. The pandemic hit, and this guy just took off on his own, pretty much your own business, right?
Yeah. So me and Rob were actually talking about that earlier. I was actually doing that before. I had started that like a few years back with the art thing and Instagram, just basically making money off Instagram. You know, I thought at the end of the day, what are people on the most, like F an advertisement, you know what I mean? F going out and like, you know, getting a shop.
You don't even need a website.
You don't even need a website. What do people do every day, all day? What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Last thing you do when you go to bed? Check Instagram. That's where the money's at. So I had already started, you know, promoting on there. Just posting, you know, like checking out all the algorithms and whatnot, and like how to, you know what I mean, basically make money on there. And I mean, like I was doing them, you know, paintings, like didn't know what the hell I was doing at first. I mean, I had obviously already been doing the art for a while, but with the paintings, it was like, okay, $60 here, $100 there, you know what I mean? And then the more and more people I got, you know what I mean, they'd tell their friends, you know how that works, word of mouth and all that. But so then the pandemic hit, and then everyone else started getting into it and like realizing like, hey, like, dude, why even go to work? Kind of, you know what I mean? Like, dude, the money's right there. It's post a picture of your food that you cook, you know what I mean? Post a picture of these shirts you make, dude. People will eat that stuff up, you know? So
that's super dope.
That's crazy.
And then so with the art piece of it, how long does it like? I saw some of your paintings and they're super dope. Like they range from people's personals, like maybe they reach out to you, right? And they're like, hey, can you, I saw like one of a gentleman and his dog. And then I saw like a dope Kobe one you did. And then I think you have an Easy E, you know, so you'll do anything from celebrities to like people's requests and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
how does that process work? Like if you're like a
that's
person.
we were talking about that earlier. I want to know, do you draw it and you paint it, or do you just get it and paint it? Like,
So,
what's the process?
Basically, like, yeah, like y'all said, like whatever y'all throw at me, like, I mean, I think a true artist can, tackle whatever, you know what I mean? It's just like, you go and take in your car to a shop and like, hey, I got a problem. Like a good mechanic's going to fix that problem. They're not going to be like, yo, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Some will, some won't, but those, if you don't know, you try to figure it out, right? Even if you're uncomfortable doing it, you're just going to try to push your limits and say, hey, you know what I mean? This is maybe, they'll send me a picture, I think is what you're asking. Like they'll send me a picture of like, I want this. I'm like, okay, well, send me more. I think these will look better. So I'll work with them, like, you know what I mean? From an artist perspective, like, hey, I think this will work more with my style and go from there. But yeah, so I'll take that picture basically. And at first I was just doing it freehand off my little freaking iPhone, just eyeballing it, like from the phone to the canvas. Wow. Yeah, dude. And then, so that's learning that way, you know what I mean? The hard way, I guess, kind of helped me. Now I got it all set up professionally. I never took no crazy art classes or nothing, but come to find out they got this freaking projector that like, puts the exact image on there. And then I can stencil that and then cuts everything down in half. So
then after that you can paint it.
Then I can paint it. And it just comes down to efficiency. But it's kind of crazy too, though, because when you're looking at a smaller version, you're kind of just putting the colors where you think they are. You know what I mean? So like organically, again, that word comes to mind, like it just comes through like from what you're seeing there. So at the same time, it's harder when you got the bigger image, because I got the big old iPad now and I'm looking at every little detail, spending hella more time on it. I'm like, man, how did I do this so fast on here? And with this one, I feel like it'd be easier. So it's just a little bit of a balance thing, I guess, you just gotta play with it a little bit.
But once you're done with that, now you got to sell it, right? Now you
those
market it.
Those are usually commissions. So like I want a picture of my dog and me or whatever, you know what I mean? And then some are just straight, my flavor, my style, my art. And I was actually working with a good family friend of mine. She has a shop down in downtown Campbell. So she was putting all my stuff on display front and center and using that to, I guess, attract customers. And then, she's making her money and she's taking a commission on my work. But it was, you know what I mean? Put it out there, see people
more exposure.
Like it. More exposure. Yeah.
You can sell some pieces without having to worry about it.
Right.
Artwork.
Yeah,
man. It sells. Art sells.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, it does, dude.
How long does it take? So you were talking about efficiency. How long does it take to, let's just say it's like, let's say like the size of that Miller Lite flag behind you. If you were doing,
it's everything is different, man. Like, honestly, it just depends on what it is. It could be like a totally complex piece where I'm spending 1, 2, 3 weeks on it. And it could be something simple that I'm spending 1, 2, 3 weeks on it, that I'll let something sit. If I don't think it's right in my head, like something's not looking right, I'll put it right in front of my bed at night and just stare until something comes to mind. Like, what's missing, dude? Like, something's missing and I can't let it go, dude. Like, I just won't let it go until I finally figure it out. It's like one big puzzle, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, you get numbers or something involved with me, my mind's out the door, bro. Like science, like, nah, dude, my mind don't work that. My mind works like this. I'm just trying to visualize it in my head, really. But
you got to become like obsessed.
You got to be, man. And it's like, people say it's therapeutic, it's fun, yet at the same time it pisses you off, dude, because you're like, god damn, like, what? Man, I can't get this. This
like,
is
how about this thing? We got the Bruce Lee.
Lee. Yeah.
How long does that take?
See, so like, that's a big portrait, man. That'd probably take me in 1, 2, 3, 4 days, maybe.
That's not bad.
Maybe I'd say about 2 days,
2 days,
just kind of just messing around like with the background and all that, nothing too crazy. Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, the process. I mean, I'm not artistic at all, so like to hear you, having success with it and making a business out of it, I think that's super dope. Considering I know a lot of artists, like, it's hard. I mean, maybe it's a little bit easier these days with social media, but it's got to be hard to like try to pursue that and make money at it. And
definitely, man.
Which kind of brings us to like the tattoo game, because that's your other business. So with that, how did you get into that? I mean, because obviously you're artistic, but like, when's like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you go from painting to now tattooing people?
Yeah, what's day one look like? You're just like fucking around, like,
yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah,
too tall, come over.
Yeah. Well, that's the good.
Santa Clara on his back.
That's the good thing about having a lot of idiot friends, because they're just like, I got a lot of people to practice on, bro. You know what I
Come
mean?
on, bro.
Yeah, dude. I had a lot of all my buddies.
Oh
You know
my
what I mean?
God.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy. It's like one after the other. Like, yo, dude, you could paint, you could draw. Like, yeah, go for it. You know. Little do they know, I don't know what the hell I was doing. You know what I mean? Like straight up,
They
bro.
were like the guinea pig.
Yeah,
Right?
I had got my first tattoo gun like 10 years back probably, man. And I tried my hand at it. And at this time I was playing hockey and like going to school and shit. So like I couldn't focus full time on it, but I had always, you know, drawn and painted graffiti, everything my whole life. You know what I mean? So I was like doing the hockey school thing and then doing the work thing after college. And then it just hit to where I was like, okay, my boy's like, dude, I hated work, bro. Like I just hated going the whole 9 to 5, man. Not for me, obviously, you know what I mean? So yeah, fuck that noise. But yeah, man, I just started, my boy was like, dude, you should just do the art, bro. Cause I had done a couple paintings for the people at work. And I was like, fuck, man, yeah, why the fuck am I doing this? You know, he's like, dude, you can make money. He was the one that really clicks in my mind. And it just, for whatever reason, it didn't click before that. I was like, nah. And then after that, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go all in. So I started doing the paintings and shit. And then someone actually had bought me, I didn't want to do tattooing, man. I was like, nah, bro, it's a different ball game. This shit's, I want to just paint. I could create my own things. Like tattooing stressful. You're like performing surgery on these people. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, you gotta
do it with
worry about
clients.
that.
I could just sit wherever all day and just paint. You know what I mean? Not have no one to fuck with me. You know what I mean? In my own zone.
But tattooing's lucrative.
It's lucrative, man. That's where the money's at.
Not to sound like the bottom line's money, but
no,
that's
you're
what
right.
people want.
Definitely,
That's what
Well, that and like
right?
since we like, I mean, give it 20 years since we were, you know, in our 20s.
Yeah.
Shit, it's like nowadays people got their whole bodies tattooed. So
Yeah,
it's
man.
like definitely grown, you know?
Yeah, more socially acceptable.
For
you
sure.
know,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
sure,
Exactly.
especially out here in Cali, man. No
Yeah.
one's tripping off it. But so yeah, she or whoever okay, I'll just say she. It was some girl, whatever. She bought me all my stuff. And
Sugar mama. No, just kidding.
yeah,
There you go. There you go.
yeah.
Sounds like too tall.
Yeah. And she's like, just do it. I'm like, all right. And I just started doing it, man. And then yeah, dude, just started going.
I remember we were working one night, man, it was probably like 2 years ago. And you came in and you're like, look, Rob, I did a tattoo on myself.
Yeah.
I thought you were joking. And
like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, you're like, hey, check this out, Rob. I just did this earlier.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
That
Like,
one. That
there it
mind
is.
over matter shit.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit, you did your own tattoo on yourself?
So let's talk about
That was
that
crazy.
because like now you're proficient with it. Can you just go to town on yourself, or is it
Yeah,
still like one of
I
those
did.
things where like the pain or
yeah,
it is,
man.
like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, everyone always asks me about that because like my legs are like pretty much like almost all sleeved up on both sides. So it's like, fuck, man, you got to practice somehow, man. There's only one way to learn.
Practice on yourself.
There's only one way to learn, bro. Like people try, like they say, you know, like fake skin or you know, fruit, practice on fruit, whatever it may be.
Practice on fruit.
I was like, bro, there's only one way to figure out the pain, not only the pain, but the needles and
how hard you should
tolerance,
push, right?
everything, man. So like that definitely helped. But let's just say I never did it sober. Like, bro, man, this shit's no joke. And I tell people too all the time when they ask about the pain for whatever tattoo they're getting, I'm like, man, I'm a pussy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude. All this shit hurts me, bro. I'm as soft as it can get when it comes to tattooing. So I don't lie. I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna hurt, bro. It's just a matter of how much you could take. And it's crazy because the girls, dude, facts. Girls can handle pain way better than dudes.
Yeah.
Too tall.
Shit.
I tell people about Too Tall. You met Too Tall. This fool tapped out. The biggest dude I've got tapped out the fastest.
Oh no, we had to delete
Too
this.
Tall, I'm gonna put you on blast, bro. 30 minutes, bro. This fool,
You mean on the Santa Clara piece?
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm getting little, you know, girl, dainty 100-pound girls coming in, just saving out the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like top to bottom, not even flinching. Bro.
The back's gotta hurt though. The back. I mean,
everyone's different, man.
No?
Everyone's different. Each area is different. You know, bodies are different. You know what I mean? So it just depends on.
Well, women give birth, so they can, right?
The biology behind it, right?
Definitely, that's what I'm saying. It's the birth thing, bro. 100%. They can handle pain better than dudes. It's like, no doubt in my mind.
That's why I like to wrestle girls and see how much I can take. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
hell yeah.
That's crazy.
But are you though?
I mean, we did an episode about that.
Yeah.
I'm over here with my arm behind my head, like, tapping out.
Okay, I love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
So what's like? I mean, this is a naive question, but what's like a popular thing? Because I know like there's face tattoos, and I saw a lot of pictures you got up, like hand tattoos, fingers, whatever.
Seems like neck and hand, right? Or what's good right now?
For me, are y'all asking like what?
I guess what's trending? What's trending right now?
Yeah, man, people like a lot of like the little like dainty, you know, like what I'm doing, like, you know, people hit me up for the script or like the lettering, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want to go all out yet. A lot of it's that they just want something nice and clean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like the bigger pieces, I could do the bigger pieces, but you know what I mean? I'd rather have them go to someone that's been hitting those pieces for, you know, 10, 15 years. Cause like those are blasting your body up, man. You're asking for something, you know what I mean? Like I can do it. Don't get me wrong. I have confidence in myself. It's just like, man, I'm focusing on this one thing at a time. You know what I mean?
How about like this one right here?
Yeah, man. See, that's so I started out with graffiti and shit, you know, and my dad did, he's, you know, old school, like homeboy or whatever. So I grew up seeing all his drawings. He's the original artist, realistically.
So that's where you got it from.
I saw him doing some dope stuff, man, like top notch. And like, yeah, it'd be like my dad, you know, so I just stuck with it. But he'd be hitting, you know, the Chicano cursive or whatever, you know, the gang style writing. And then I got into graffiti, you know, when I was in my teenage years, hitting the lettering and all that, you know, and I just always studied it. So I figured, man, like you got to have your specialty, right? You got to have your forte, you know, your style. So like, man, if there's something I know I could hit on point, like this is it. You know,
you've been doing a lot of this, a lot of like script, cursive. What's the verbiage? What do you call this?
Yeah, like basically like Chicano script, calligraphy, whatever you want to call it. Scripts, it's a script, you know, with your own little razzle dazzle to it, you know, and like it looks pretty like formative, but like you'd be surprised at like how much like diagramming and putting the you know, the pieces to the puzzle, like I said before, like to make it your own, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to just print something off of font.com, you know what I mean? You want to adjust
put your own twist on it,
put your own little swagger on it, so they know it's you, you know what I mean? They know.
And then when you're doing cursive, I mean, or the script, you know, the Chicano script style, it's like you know how we write our names on paper, like a signature. Is it one line, or are you know, like, because typically, you know, tattooing, when you kind of go a little bit, then you wipe it off, and I mean, I'm just like whatever I watch on TV.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Or
is it all
like
one flow, or you gotta stop? And
everyone has their own way of doing it, you know. And like that's another thing where, like, when y'all are asking me about the shops, like I could have, you know, been apprenticing, right? And I was talking to my girlfriend about this yesterday, like, but these dudes, they want someone that's kind of someone that they could mold, I guess, you know. And these fools come up
impressionable,
old school, impressionable, and they come up old school doing it a certain type of way. This is the way they're taught, you know, which I understand completely, you know. And you got to learn different styles and different ways of doing things. But for me, I'm like, I'm kind of hard-headed. I'm not gonna lie, like, dude, honestly, everything's on YouTube these days. You know what I mean? Hit up YouTube, figure out what to get. Yeah, man. Like, dude, they teach you the same thing, bro. And you get different styles of people teaching you how to do this. You know what I mean? Not just one person teaching you. You know what I mean? You got to stay open-minded to how this person does it, how that person does it. So sometimes, man, it depends what line it is. I'll hit the whole line in one stroke. Sometimes it's like I'm like kind of like tracing over the line multiple times to get that fine line effect. It's just, man, you just kind of gotta just eyeball it, I guess, you know, just mess with it sometimes.
Like, how long does this take? Is this pretty quick?
That one's pretty quick, about an hour. Hour and a half, you know. Yeah, it just depends. And then the placement's big time too. Like if it's a neck piece, or if you got to get in and dig in somewhere, you know what I mean? So if it's a thigh, I could just sit right there on his, you know what I mean? Like I'm drawing on a desk, you know. So
this guy came a long way, Marcos. He was a bouncer, and now he's a he's
a
tattoo artist known all over San Jose. It's
started
crazy,
from
man.
the bottom, man.
That's super dope. I mean, it sounds like you've had a couple things, and we could always come back to the tattoo thing, but like you mentioned hockey earlier. That was one thing I saw in your IG, was that you played, I mean, it seems like a pretty high level for a number of years.
Division I, right?
So to go back, sorry.
This guy's humble about it. He's humble about it.
To go back though, like, so you're from San Jose. How do you get started in hockey in San Jose? Because it's not necessarily like one of those cities.
Eastridge.
100%.
Right?
Was it really?
Yeah, bro. Yo, give me some sugar, dog. Yes, bro.
Eastridge Mall had the ice rink?
The real shit, dog.
That's old school.
Talking about no glass cement walls. If you get hit, you're hitting the cement wall, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
That's super old school.
OG shit, bro. Yes. Underground, basement of Eastridge Mall, bro. Yes.
Oh my
god. So I get this question all the time. Fucking Mexican from San Jose playing hockey, like in Oklahoma and Texas, wherever I was at. Like, Yeah, bro. Fucking, so my grandpa, this is the pure start of it. My grandpa went to Stanford. He's from Fresno, you know. He had gotten a scholarship. He's a smart dude, man. He's probably my number one idol in life. From Fresno, he got a scholarship to go to Stanford. And then, you know, you go to Stanford, you start mixing a little more with the high society people, people with money, because hockey's obviously, you got to have a little more money. It's
sport, right?
It's a white sport. Let's be real. You know, you got to have the ice time. You got to pay for all the equipment. It's definitely expensive. So he started going to the games, and he saw Bobby Orr play back in the day.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like the California Seals used to play out of San Francisco and Oakland. He was going in the 70s watching those. So fast forward, the Sharks came to town.
Yeah.
Boom, season tickets off top. You know what I mean? And that was 91, the year I was born. So I basically was like, you know what I mean? It was destiny. Like for me, like, cause he'd take me to all the games and shit, you know, it's like, I'd watch my family watching the game, and I'd watch their reaction to like a fight breaking out or something, you know what I mean? And I'll never forget, dude, probably one of my earliest memories is my whole family standing up, cheering the happiest they could be. I've ever seen all my family at once, happy, pure joy, bro. Kill him, you know what I mean? Like, yes, you know what I mean?
Knock him out.
Love this shit. I'm like, I want to be that guy one day, bro. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to do that. I just want to, I love the game, bro. I love it. I want to, and since I was a youngster, that's the only thing. I try to think back on my other memories. I don't have any, man. All I know was playing hockey, and that's it. Just nothing else, man. F school, F everything, bro. I'm a hockey player. So that, from there, you know, just stuck with it, dude, and just fucking followed it. And it took me a lot of places that I would have gotten otherwise. You know what I mean?
So was
just
it
another dude, you know?
Yeah. So was it club teams up until the jump off into college? Is that basically how
it was like it went travel club, tier club, like AAA, AA.
Yeah, because how does Oklahoma recognize a Mexican dude in San Jose playing hockey?
So
how does Oklahoma find you?
Okay, so I had gotten scouted from here. My coach had a connection with the team in Boston, junior A, right? So which is kind of like the minors.
Oh, okay.
But you don't get paid, because if you get paid, you lose your college eligibility. Hockey works a little differently, you know? So I left home when I was 16 and moved to Boston to play.
Holy shit.
Out there. Wow. Yeah, man, it was fucking crazy, bro. Talk about going from Earth to Mars, you know what I mean? Northside San Ho to freaking the suburbs of Boston. 99.9% white Irish school, straight, dude.
Is it like racist? You always hear that about Boston.
It wasn't racist, man. Not where I was at. I was talking with my girlfriend about this today too. Like, it wasn't racist. I think back, like, these guys are, because like they've been going to school with the same, it's a small town, they've been going to school with the same people their whole life. They're welcoming culture, you know what I mean?
You know what I
mean? They're interested. Like,
they're tired of motherfuckers hanging out with
the same people every day, you know what I mean? So
what's up with this guy?
It was cool, man. A lot of good people out there. So from there, I had gotten in trouble out there actually, and had gotten kicked off the team. And so I had nowhere to play. So I tried out for another junior A team, which was a step up in Texas. I ended up staying there for 3 years, making the team. We won a national championship there. And it's right next to Oklahoma. You know what I mean? It's like right on the border from here to Fresno, 2.5 hours.
It's that close, huh?
Yeah, and trust me, I'd never heard of the University of Oklahoma a day in my life till I got out there, bro. Like, never once heard of a Sooner, no clue what it was, bro. So they basically said, hey, we want you here, and had to kind of weigh my options of where I wanted to go from there, because there was, you know, smaller schools up north, D1 schools, D3 schools, where I probably could have played, you know what I mean? I could have hustled, make the team, make a name for myself. But we're talking small schools, and I had been up in Boston with the snow and all that. I was like, no, I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. I'm from Cali, dog. I can't take this shit. I'm gonna kick it down here, go to a big school, you know what I mean? And we had a lot of good players coming in that I had played with on those other teams from down there. And I had gone to the point too where I was like, man, like, I'm good. I don't, need to prove nothing no more. So I went to school there, University of Oklahoma, and dude, it was a blast there too. You know what I mean? Still playing at a high level, still doing the damn thing. So, but yeah, that's my number one love, man. Hockey, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I gotta imagine too, like being at a school like that, like you're doing the hockey thing, but then there may be a football game. Yeah, and it's like fucking lit, or it's like some other like.
That's a huge lit, college. State. The state is pulling for the Sooners.
Yeah, Goddard football, bro.
Yeah,
Dude, when Bob Stoops, their old coach, he like stepped down, I swear Jesus had come back, bro. Like I swear, it was like, dude, breaking news, 5 channels straight, like Bob Stoops, like bro, like people were crying. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's totally different, bro. Totally different, man. And then so like I talk about this story too. I was working at the bar out there too. That's how I kind of got into bouncing and the bar life too. Besides, you know, like, have a couple sodas every now and then. Fucking Trump. When Trump got voted in, I remember like a month before that he had done a rally in San Jose, and fools are rioting out here. You know what I mean? Like throwing eggs and like get the hell out of here. No, Trump gets voted in out there. People are cheering in the streets, bro. Like night and day, dude. Like literally, like Trump. You know what I mean? It was just a trip to me. You know what I mean? So like, I'd like to think that like another thing hockey brought me is like, dude, you see like different sides of people, you see a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? Like things you wouldn't imagine seeing, like their real life. You know what I mean? It's real life.
Yeah, the Midwest and back east is totally different than
man.
Yeah.
Different,
I went to Indiana to go visit my dad's side of the family. Indiana's a whole different world, man.
What part of Indiana?
Southern Indiana.
Oh,
like Madison, Indiana.
Yeah.
So they are kind of segregated down
there. Right,
yeah.
That's what I was saying, because like half of it's the north, like you got not Yankees, but you know.
Yeah. They're kind of low key. They low key discriminate, but I mean, it's there. It's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think,
a different world.
For sure. It's everywhere, man. It's just, you know,
they got to protect their white way of life. You know? You gotta be racist to fucking hate on people, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
And it goes both ways even now.
Yeah.
Like not even to get into all that. We don't even need to go there. But
no, I'm just kidding.
Let's talk about religion.
Yeah.
Here's the Marcos. Here's the craziest part is I'm working with this guy at a bar, and I don't really know his background, you know. So it's kind of interesting.
This fool I think everyone like tried to check me when I first got there.
The
effing new guy, right?
FNG.
Like this fool came up, he's like, "What's up, bro?" You know what I mean? Like, like where you from, homie?
He gave me the San Jose homie check.
Dude, like,
but this guy's more.
What say you, Clint?
And his accomplishments, and I'm like, I'm working with this guy. I have no clue. This guy played Division I hockey. He's an artist.
Nah, man.
It was kind of intriguing just to learn a little bit about you. Each month or whatever, we learned a little bit more about you.
That's what I saw, and I learned more about you too, man. It goes both ways. You know what I mean? Like, treat everyone the same, and you don't have nothing to worry about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
with respect. Dude. Yeah, it was definitely good times.
Yeah.
That's why I liked it too, because I could kind of interact with people, and you know what I mean? Network a little bit, because I just moved back and I'd been gone for 10 years.
I remember,
you know what I mean? Out on the road, wherever I was. And like all my boys got kids, they got houses, they got jobs, you know what I mean?
Like, what the hell am I gonna do back in San Jose?
Back home.
Work at a fucking bar.
Yeah, bro. Get out there and start mingling again, you know, building up the connections.
Right. So let's stay on hockey. So I saw you were a defensive person, right?
I played a little bit of everything, bro. To tell you the truth. I played D my whole life, and then I got to juniors and got to everything, bro. To tell you the truth. And then I got to a rough patch where I was like kind of borderline on the bubble, you know what I mean? Like I might get cut, like I'm not doing the job, you know. I was a little more out of shape at that time. I was young, you know, didn't really fully focus for whatever reason at that time. And then my coach had put me up on offense, which I had played offense before a little bit here and there, you know. And I just went and just fucking, dude, I just want to fuck people up, like, you know what I mean? Like
dude, right?
Yeah, bro, like, let's just get down, bro. Like where I'm from, fools do this shit for fun, you know what I mean? Like you got all these fools like, you know, like intimidated, like who's this dark kid out here, you know what I mean? Like fucking this dude, like, well, he's on some other shit, like, yeah, bro, like I'm not here to fuck around, dog, like let's get down, you know what I mean? Like
I was watching this one video today because I was like, you can go to like, I think it's like hockeyfights.com or something, and when you look up your name, you have a few videos, and then one actually works. So it was like the first thing was the first part of the clip was a goal, and then it was like a face off, and then like somebody on, I think the other team, like fully took off his gloves and his helmet.
We jumped,
and then it was like a mob. It was like it was like 5 fights at once. And you were tangled up with a dude, and other people were tangled up, and it was like, I think somebody had you like almost like a fucking like a wars, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Good old line brawl, man. See, what they don't show in that video is that dude had scored, and he goes by our bench and he grabbed his nuts. Like, fuck you guys, you know what I mean? So like,
that's fighting words.
Go handle business, bro. You know what I mean? Send a message. You ain't gonna do that no more, are you? You all freaking, you know what I mean? Took flight, you know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
That's his own Mico Solorzano and Tyler Polson. Solorzano, the only one firing right now. Some wild right hands. Polson tries to get some right jabs in. Solorzano has him sealed off. Now a couple of big right hands by Solorzano. Polson still on his feet. Solorzano pummeling him, and they go to the ice.
Solorzano, here we go at the blue line. The youngster Cody Milligan. They're far away now. Solorzano has a mohawk. Milligan patiently waiting. Milligan, a couple of rights. Milligan all over Solorzano. He responds and then sends Milligan to the ice. Solorzano caught Milligan that time with a punch to the right of the face, and Cody caught the worst of that one as he got sent to the ice. But you gotta like Cody's spunk. Solorzano making a sleeping motion after he knocked down Cody Milligan, and Milligan cut underneath his right eye.
Now here we go, Spiller. Oh my goodness, here we go. The gloves are off in center ice. Spiller with a sucker punch, and everybody's at it. Solorzano, he's paired off in the face-off circle, and everybody going at it. Stolar's coming out of the crease a little bit. Lindsay dropped the gloves to Risso now in the circle. Vladislav Ruska, he's dropping him with Ruslan. It's an all-out brawl inside American Bank Center. And everybody at it. Vladislav Ruska still trying to go at it. A sucker punch right off the face-off, and that drew a crowd.
It's hockey, dude. You know what I mean? It's just, you want to disrespect us in front of our bench, like, we're gonna handle this like men. You know what I mean? Like, let's just.
Yeah, I mean, there's what other sport is there where you can be pissed and then want to fight somebody?
Dude, that's what I say. Because
like
I used to
baseball,
lacrosse. You can
lacrosse. Indoor lacrosse is dope.
But anything else is a technical.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
That's what I say. Because I used to mess up a lot. You know what I mean? Like, make hell. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I suck at hockey. Bah, first dude that's in sight. You know what I mean? Get to take out your anger on them.
At least you're good at fighting.
Dude, I suck. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, man. You know what I mean?
That's cool though.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I say hockey's like the last of the Mohicans. Like, when it comes to sports, where you could just handle shit on your own. No freaking video review. No freaking suspend. You know what I mean? Calling them league, getting fined. Like, dude, just let them handle it, dude, by themselves. You know, they'll regulate themselves. You know what I mean? Even though the enforcers kind of getting like dwindled out, like, it's still the physicality of the game is still there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's definitely dope. I mean, the thing, like, I think, like, in San Jose, a lot of people have been to Sharks games, but like in the Bay as a whole, I doubt a lot of people have gone. But like hockey's still like one of the best sports. Like, it's just like basketball, hockey, like live events where you could pretty much get a good seat wherever, and then it's like fucking energy's high, there's big hits, you hear the hits, and then the fucking, you know, of course, with the arena, like the foghorn and all that shit when they score, it's like super dope.
It's much different when you're there than just watching.
For sure, man. Another conversation I had with my girlfriend today, we're watching the playoff hockey, and like, they got all the fans back now, you know what I mean? But I was explaining to her how that momentum of the fans and the energy in that building compact can shift the game, you know what I mean? Straight up. In more ways than other sports, you know, like 1 goal, 2 goals, like boom, 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 like we're feeding off this energy, and like it's transferring.
It's a momentum.
Exactly, bro. Definitely, man.
Do you ever think about like coaching or anything like that? Or
actually, I still coach. I'd like to say that's one of my other passions, man. I was actually coaching for Oklahoma after my last season there. I coached for assistant coaching for a season, and then when I got back, I coached with like the youngsters at the rink I was playing at in Cupertino with my old coach and shit, you know, trying to get back a little. Nothing major yet, but I have a hard time with it too, because at the same time the game has changed from what I was brought up in. You know what I mean? Like, it was I remember 7, 8 years old, my coach is going to tell me to go jump a kid. You know what I mean? And meanwhile, the parents in the back, right? Like we're from Cali. These parents didn't know much about hockey. They just knew what they saw.
Yeah.
I never forget my parents and the other parents back there, like, get him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you do that nowadays to these 7, 8 year old kids. You're banned for life. You know what I mean? You can't do that, you know? And I got to catch myself sometimes. My old coach, he used to do that with me. And I remember I came back and I was doing the same thing to one of these kids, you know, getting on him big time, you know, F-bomb here, F-bomb there. You know, he's like,
that's
dude,
old school,
old school, right? Like, you can't be talking to him like that anymore, man. It's a different game. I'm like, bro, like you psychologically messed me up and you're telling me, like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm like this because of you, dog. You know what I mean?
I want to haze people. I want to
bro.
It's my chance to talk shit. And now you can't.
Right. But I mean, like, Go ahead.
I was gonna say you're like Rambo coming back into like society.
I'm institutionalized, bro. Top, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a trip for sure, man. Definitely.
Yeah, times have changed.
Yeah, but I think I'm better for it. Obviously, you know, like we're old school, like you know what I mean? Like, didn't take no shit, man. Like you don't do the job, you don't get a second, third, fourth place trophy. You know what I mean? You either do it or you don't.
No participation.
There's no participation, bro. You gotta, if you want to win at life, and I was blessed with like 1, 2, 3, 4 coaches in a row that were all like that old school, you know what I mean? Like, bro, never cut you any slack, you know what I mean? And that's how you know they care about you, is because they want the best and they know you have the potential. So that's what I try to get back to people too, or like these kids or whoever it is, you know what I mean? Like, if you want it, like, go get it, bro. Like, there's no like, maybe I'll try, you know what I mean?
Right,
what's the Star Wars, bro? Like, do it or not, there's no try, man.
I know. I try to come down hard on my kids, and my wife even says, "Oh, calm down." And I just remember how my parents were with me. You know?
Bro.
So I want to fucking lay into my kids. But they're girls too, and it's like you gotta have to be sensitive. And,
right.
You know, I want to say like, you know, why did the fuck you take out the trash? I told you to do one damn thing today. And you didn't do the one damn thing I told you.
You want dinner? Like, you want dinner? You got to go through me.
Preach.
I gave you one thing to do, and you fumbled that one thing.
You got one job. One job, bro. I did my jobs today for you. You know what I mean?
My favorite line is like, "Get your shit together." Like, I mean, you know, just like that's encouragement. That's the encouragement.
Because I said so. I like that one. Why, Dad? Why do I gotta do this? Because I fucking said so.
Yeah, no doubt, bro.
Fuck.
Dude, my dad be telling me to, like 6 in the morning, like Saturday, trying to sleep in. Hey, time to go pull the weeds in the backyard.
God
there's
damn.
No weeds. There's no weeds. Go pull the weeds. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, find some weeds. Because I said so. You know what I mean? Same exact thing, bro. Old school.
That's corporate life. Well, that's why that's good. You're tattooing and you're your own boss. Because if you're in corporate America, like me and Marcos, you gotta definitely watch your P's and Q's.
Couldn't do it.
You can't even like make too many comments these days. Like it's so PC sensitive. It's like
then once you get on a shit list, they'll get rid of you, you know. So it's like stuff like that. Like
they'll be sly and they'll figure out a way to move you into a different department or different.
Hey, that's why you get your own podcast, though, right?
That's right.
So I can talk shit about those people.
Fuck No, man, I tried it after college, dude. I tried to, you know, apply my degree. I was doing IT recruiting, man. And like you said, bro, I couldn't, like, there's just something like, dude, I couldn't do it. That's all there is to it. I tried it. It's hard, man. I'm like a locker room guy, you know what I mean? I need to shoot the shit with the homies, or, and if I can't, like, I'm not going to fit in. You know what I mean? You got to, like you said, stay on your P's and Q's.
Yeah,
bro.
it's not easy. It's definitely not easy.
Yeah, but you're doing what I'm sure a lot of people would love to do if they had the talent, the drive that you do. So I think you're doing exactly what you should be doing, because
this guy's his own boss. His own boss.
Own boss. You got you're drawing pictures of hot chicks. You got so let me ask you about that. I saw some sketches. Are those like real people you're sketching, or are you just like looking on the online?
You talking about like the naked ladies, or what are we talking about?
I'm an old
some
man.
Of that information I can divulge, and some I can't.
Come on. Naked lady photos. Let's get right down to it.
So like with the profile I have, right? It's a business profile, so you could check out who's viewing what. You know what I mean? All the statistics and all that. So. A lot of sick bastards out there, like the naked broads, you know what I mean? So
like this one right here, let's put up this one.
We can't see it, so you have to send it to me.
Some perky, nice breasts here. I mean,
because that's what I was wondering, because there's like not just one of those, there's different sizes and shapes and strong women. So,
but it looks like it's obviously a real person. It's not something you imagined, right?
He has a girlfriend. He has a maybe he can't answer that question.
Nah,
that is a good question.
Honestly, that like, dude, sometimes I'll just pick like not to sound like a weirdo. I mean, like I'm sure people know what's up.
We're weirdos
like,
too.
Online, like I'll just Google.
This guy's the biggest
I'll
weirdo.
Literally just Google, like large breasts. You know what I mean? Like what's something that people would be interested in seeing? Like you said, sizes and shapes, right? Like you're tripping out on like the different sizes and shapes. Like who is this person, right? It gets people thinking and wondering,
it does.
Who is that? Why does that look like that? What size is that?
Because it looks so real.
Right. You know what I mean? It's just it's like
she looks down the street or something.
Right. You gotta like
easy.
Put yourself in under Maybe she does. No. Yeah, man. And then so like with the profile, I could see like, okay, these pictures are what people are clicking on and viewing. So
that's interesting. Business account, you can do that. Huh?
Yeah, man. Just checking all that.
We need that, Marcos. Who the fuck's talking about us, huh?
Oh man, I don't want to know. It's gonna be some fucking parole officers or something.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Let's. This is a good question, and someone told me to ask you this. So you have a girlfriend now. You're serious, but what about like nice honeys coming in that want a tattoo, like on their ass, on their thigh? I mean, you got to get in there, right?
Yeah, man. She's cool. She's cool like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, like anything otherwise, like I wouldn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be dealing with all that.
But women are exposing.
Right. And
but you got to keep it professional.
Got to keep it professional, bro. And she, you know what I mean? She knows it's just business.
Yeah.
And obviously there's like some awkward situations sometimes, you know what I mean? But she don't trip, man. You know what I mean? She knows what it is.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Yeah. I mean, like if anything, like I said, anything otherwise in the business I'm in, like if anyone is not comfortable with that, then it's not gonna last. You know, because this is gonna be happening all the time.
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
someone needs an ass tattoo.
Right. Like
tonight after the podcast.
Exactly, bro. Yeah. No, maybe, you know what I mean? Like
whoa. I was like, you, Rob? Was there you?
Hey, his eyes lit up when he was talking about that.
Yeah. Picture here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the cool part. Yeah. I mean, the good thing is it's not like you're a porn actor or something. You know, you're just kind of doing some art and then that's it. And then you cover, all the, stuff like that. So it's not going to be a situation. Hopefully that's going to be weird.
Yeah.
How about, so my daughter always asks me, for me to get a tattoo of her name on me. Mm-hmm. Is there any truth to the lore that if you get your girlfriend or somebody's name on you that you may have some beef with them at a later time? Like you hear that about like wives or husbands or.
Well, you should get your kid's name, but not your wife's name.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get a girlfriend's name, right?
Kid can't take all your money at the end of the day.
Kid can't.
Well, I mean, I guess they can then later on when you're
when you're old and they put you in a home.
Yeah, but no, yeah, man. It goes both ways. I mean, if you're down about your Haina or whatever, you know what I mean, then go for it. But yeah, I get a lot of cover-ups or like people trying to fix this, fix that, man. Like the majority of them, yeah, dude. Like, hey, don't work out, man. People just jump the gun and just like, I'm in love, just like any relationship.
Well, how about this? It goes the other way too. What if someone comes to you and you're like, "Fuck, you really want to do this, bro?" And you're
yeah, I'll say it. Yeah.
Oh, you'll say it. You won't
sometimes,
think it? Like, are you sure you want to do this? You just met this broad.
What would be an example? Yeah, what would be?
Yeah, like I come in, not me, but some dude comes in. He's kind of pedo. He's drunk.
Yeah.
And he just met this girl.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's in love.
Right.
And he's like, "Yeah, I want her name.
I'll do it. I'll do it, bro. If it's
show me the money. Show me the money.
It depends. Yeah, it depends.
Right?
If it's like a spot where I don't think it'll look good though. Like, hey, bro, you sure you want your lady that you just met's name on your freaking eye or on your neck?
Okay.
That's a different story. Like, bro, I'm like, you know what I mean? You sure?
There's got to be crazy people like that.
Yeah, there are, bro. But most of the time, man, they want to chat. They're here. They don't want to hear me talking about don't do it. You know what I mean? They're here because they want it, and they want. Obviously, they've come to that decision of like, hey, this is gonna be on me. I already know that. You know what I mean?
So your feedback and morals sometimes gotta take a back seat, right?
Yeah, for sure. And it's not even that, man. If that's what they want, you know what I mean? Who am I to judge? You know? I say that with all tats. Like, it don't even matter if you're getting a tattoo, that should be for you and you only, man.
I want a pentagram on my house.
And like if someone asks what it means, whatever, bro, whatever it may be, man, whatever tickles your pickle, you know what I mean? Like straight up, dude. If that's what you want, you shouldn't have to explain yourself to no one. It's for you.
Hey, you know what though? This is good business. Goes 2-3 years. They're doing a cover up.
Exactly.
You did, right?
So
it's a cycle.
one step ahead.
I like it. I like it. I see where you're going with this.
Like, he'll be back.
Yeah, no problem.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah.
Let's turn that M into a Z.
Yeah. Oh, I got you, bro. I got you.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Then meanwhile, like Rob's in their DMs ruining the relationships.
Yeah.
Business.
Yo, for real, dude.
Oh shit, man.
Freaking Robzilla, man.
Yeah,
Robzilla.
Yeah. My daughter, like, so she's talking to me about that, and then she's also like, "Oh, I want to get a tattoo so I can be a trendsetter at high school." So what's the legal? Is it 18 to get a tattoo?
Yeah, 18. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get some youngsters hitting me up sometimes.
I bet, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
And you got to be cautious.
You definitely got to be cautious.
They could be 16.
They can be, yes, man. And I haven't got into like, I know like the professional setups, whatever. They'll develop their own contracts or whatever before, you got to sign. You know what I mean? In case something happens, you're not liable. I haven't set all that up yet, but that's my next step. Legitimize everything. But yeah, man, you got to be cautious. What you're doing, and even like just infecting like the health concerns. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff, bro. You never know what could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to cover your ass. You got to cover your ass.
Literally performing surgery on this person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
If you make one mistake, like, dude, you could ruin their life realistically. You know what I mean? So.
What's been the longest tattoo you've done? Not longest in length, but like the longest session or the.
Oh yeah, man, I'll go 8 hours, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah, for sure. Take
8 hours.
Take breaks here and there. You know what I mean? I like to take breaks because, like I said about the paintings, I like to just step back and take a look at it from afar. You know what I mean? Because you could get too involved in a tattoo and you start going and not thinking, man. You got to be thinking about everything at all times. Because when you're not thinking, man, you're just going in and you're just doing whatever is on the stencil. You got to look at it from afar. How's this whole thing developing right now? You know what I mean? So I'll take a good amount of breaks, especially for long tattoos.
Yeah.
And then another thing is not good on the back. I'll never forget my buddy. I used to play hockey with them, and he actually got into tattooing, and he was tatting up my chest, and I'll never forget. He said, "Man, but it's not good on the back." And now I know, dude, because I'll wake up the next day like,
oh shit.
You know what I mean? So I'll just like to get up, stretch, get the blood flowing again. You know what I mean? Get your mind right, eat a little bit, drink some water.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to treat it like you're like a
it's forever.
It's a job, man. It's like you're like about to go play a game or something. You know what I mean? Mind, body, soul, dude. If you're hydrated, you eat well. You know what I mean? Get some workout in, get the blood flowing, then your mind's working.
This guy's serious, Marcos.
Yeah, man, dude. All that's
serious about it.
Yeah, bro. If you're gonna do something, do it right.
What was that? What was that TV show that was super Miami Inc. or whatever? But that one cat had back problems. I think he said because that position you guys are in, you're like bent over. You're you're focused on an area that's like at each moment it's only the size of an orange. As you're going. And so you definitely have to keep your health in mind, and so you're not all
for sure, man. It could tear you up real quick. I'll tell you that much. Do
you get hand stuff like carpal tunnel or anything like that, or?
No, yeah, I think about that too, man. Like, what if for some reason like I broke my hand or my hand didn't, you know what I mean, didn't work like it does now, bro? Then my whole profession.
You might have to get insurance.
Your hands, yeah, bro.
Get Geico or something.
Geico, right? Yeah, dude. Seriously, man. I think about that too. Like, it could easily happen like that. That's why I'm kind of thankful with hockey and like my degree, all that. I still got that if I needed to fall back on. So
you do got to be careful. Like if you're gonna go ride a moped or
or it
could be like
a fight.
a fight.
Or it could be like El Mariachi where he like gets the bullet through his hand.
That's
you tattoo the wrong person. They're like,
yeah.
So
you always gotta have a backup plan, I guess, is the thing. Like, I don't know. I'd always envision having like multiple hustles, man. You know what I mean? Investing here, investing there, just in case. You know what I mean? Put all your eggs in one basket.
The tattoo thing is cool. I like that you're diversified as well with the art stuff. So sorry, one more question on the coloring now. Is that the same kind of needle as like the lines, or is it like fatter, or like how does? Because that seems like a whole different
ball game. Different ball game for sure, man. And I haven't got into color. I've dabbled in color. But I'm not trying to go in and fuck someone up with color, man. Because
so right now you just do black and white.
Black and gray. Yeah, same shit.
But
yeah, dude, I'm waiting on that because I'd like to perfect the black and gray first before I get into the color, man. I don't want to just go in all fucking gung ho and not know.
Like this one looks like eventually maybe this could do some color.
Yeah. And you could always go back in on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's different needles, bigger needles. You're packing it. So with coloring, you're gonna pack the color. But with the black and gray, you're usually just doing lining and shading. Packing is a whole different ballgame. You're freaking layering and making sure that thing is in there. You know what I mean? I don't know if you ever seen like the Japanese like bodysuit style, how they do like with the hand and shit. Boom, 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 you know? So yeah, definitely totally different ballgame. And eventually I'll get into it. Just not right now, you know what I mean? Just one thing at a time.
Enough going on.
Yeah, one thing at a time, man. I want to do it the right way, you know?
Cool.
That's good, man. It seems, I mean, I keep talking about the money, but it seems like it's lucrative. This guy just bought a nice new truck. He pulled up in his Chevy Custom. Nice new pickup, man. So this guy's making money this way.
Yeah, I mean,
seems like it's working well for you.
Yeah, the money doesn't hurt, man. Definitely, you know?
You went from bouncing to this.
Yeah, tattooing's where the money's at for sure, bro. You know what I mean? Like I think I'm back on like when I was doing the office thing after college, man. Like, dude, from what I'm making now and the amount of time and effort it takes to make as much as I was doing, working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, freaking sitting in traffic for an hour, you know what I mean? Coming home, hella tired, waking up next day, doing the same shit. Like doing that and making that amount to doing what I'm doing now, chilling, doing what I love to do, bro. Can't ask for much more than that. You know what I mean? So like that goes to show you at the same time too, though, man, like what's a degree? You know what I mean? If you really want to do something, you can make it happen and you could make money making it happen. If you really focus on your passion, bro, like the money will come. If you focus on what's in here, you know what I mean? Like do what you love what you do, the money will come, man. The world works. I'm a firm believer in like that stuff, bro. Like the world works towards you, bro.
Also, if anything, if people watch this, they can see you and hear you talk about it, that it can be done, right?
It can, man.
Because there's a lot of youngsters in the Bay Area and everywhere that don't want to do 9 to 5. They don't want to work at Target or whatnot. Maybe they know how to cook, maybe they know how to draw, maybe they know how to paint a house. I don't know. They could try really hard to go into their own business. Yeah. And it can be done.
It can, man. Like Rocky, bro. Mickey telling Rocky, like, there ain't no can't, bro. You know what I mean? So on that, like a book I highly recommend, which kind of changed my life along with many other things, The Alchemist, dude. That book will map it out. The Alchemist by like Paulo Coelho or something like that. It'll map out like your journey when you're trying to succeed, and you know what I mean? Like you're comfortable with your 9 to 5 job. You know what I mean? You're comfortable, bro. You're secure. And like taking that leap or not believing in yourself and how to recognize the signs and all that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of hard to explain because I don't want to sound cocky, but like supreme confidence that it'll happen, man. Like, and once you have that, like, even if you got to trick yourself, even if you don't have it all, like
you got to will it to happen.
You have to will it, bro. Will it into existence, bro. And dude, the world works. It'll make it happen for you. If you do the right things, right things will happen, man.
You hear that? You hear that?
Yeah. Dude,
yeah. That's the message. I mean, again, just like looking at your body of work through the course of your life. I mean, you excelled at a high level in sports, and then you flipped the script, and then you came into the like art, and you know, between the two, like, or all your art sort of channels, you're like rocking it, dude. So
you guys are rocking it.
What was this guy doing? What was this guy doing bouncing with me and Tuto? That's what I think
sometimes you just
got. This guy's an artist.
It's his dirty side.
Sometimes you just gotta hit someone, bro.
This guy's working in a grimy bar.
Hey, I'm in a room all day talking to the walls, painting pictures, bro. I need to just release sometimes.
Crazy.
Just get out, you know. So bouncing's fun though. Yeah.
So do you so with your shirt, did you design that? Because I think I saw on your site too, you also do like logos, right? Like you'll help people if they're running a business or something. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I just got into that actually. So when I first started like fully getting into tatting, you know what I mean, did all the YouTubing, like I said, and researched all the equipment, and like, okay, if I want to do this the right way, which you got to have now, the new iPad, and from there you got all these new programs and stuff, right? So then from there, I just started messing with the programs like the Procreate and all that, and started looking at, I was, you know, going through dudes to get these shirts made for these logos I wanted. I designed the logo and sent it to them. And then I got the new equipment to where I can make my logos myself and, you know, cut the fee in half and just, you know what I mean? There it is.
Yeah, because there's some t-shirt companies, like we were trying to make our shirt, and there's some people that will gouge you and try to hustle you, like setup fee. Yeah, I need to charge you a setup fee. I mean, it seems better what you're doing and just, you know, cutting out the middleman.
Cut out the middleman, exactly. That's what I was trying to find the wording for it too. You cut out the middleman. And I just got the basic setups right now, bro. I got the Cricut and the press and all that. I forgot what the other machine's called, but it's like it basically prints it directly onto the shirt. And the dude I was going to, he kind of laced me up. So I got to give a shout out to him. Strong T-shirt printing.
Okay.
It's my buddy's cousin. He was lacing me up because he's a tattoo artist as well. And he has multiple businesses too, which is the printing. He has his own motorcycle shop, Harley shop. So he's doing basically what I want to be doing, you know? So
where's that at?
Cross street from the flea market, Berryessa Road.
Oh, okay.
Strong Tattoo. It's like
yeah, I know where that's at.
Yeah.
Over by the recycling center.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, man. He's got that whole thing set up.
When you're from San Jose, you say some obscure stuff.
You gotta even say where it's
recycling
at.
center.
Flea market, recycling center.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So he was showing me how he was doing the damn thing, and he was saying, you know, he's paying the mortgage, putting his kids through college.
Those guys do a lot of bikers, right?
They do bikers, but he's saying he's got clientele that are schools, like public schools are going, you know, like camp shirts or like, you know what I mean? Team shirts, like basketball league, softball league, you know, like these parents are just coming back. And like, you know, you're getting 500 orders at a time. And he's hiring these dudes, and he's got the whole freaking setup, man. Just boom, 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 printed out like nothing, dude. Clockwork, you know. So, which that takes an investment as well, though. You know, you got to buy the equipment, which is expensive. But I mean, everything's investments, right? You know what I mean? What are you investing your time in? What are you investing your money in? So that's the goal, though. You know what I mean? The goal with all this stuff, you know.
But yeah, so sorry. So to the point of the logo, you'll do logos. They got to come to you with like what an idea, like the shark there. Like, I mean, if there's like some sort of like graphic they have in mind with you know, like my business is the fucking whatever, the sun or the moon or the fucking skull and bones, and you'll kind of help them figure it out and then develop a logo.
So I just made one for my dad's shop, actually. Like, you just got to I'll send you the picture of it. I just made it today. Like, he's like, I want Northside Customs. You know what we do detailing, we do fine lining, pinstriping, painting, auto body, you know, custom shit. You know what I mean? Old school bombs.
Has he been doing that for a while?
Yeah. So like I said, I get a lot of my stuff from my dad, dude. He's had his own hustle, same thing. Can't work for nobody, had his own shop. You know what I mean? Just same personality type, man, you know, just doing his own thing all day. So yeah, he was doing that for a long time. Long story short, apartments came in, bought out his shop complex, but he's actually working for Tesla now, so he's still doing well for himself. He's working at the offsite doing, you know, he knows his shit, let's just say that. But on the side, he still has this little shop. It's where he does, you know, side jobs, you know, painting and all that. He could paint like a motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like the flames, like, dude, never seen nothing like it. But so anywho, he was like, I want this idea, and like, yeah, just put it together. All I need is an idea, man. You give me an idea, and the more ideas you give to me, the more I could come up with. I just need a little bit of a taste of what you're thinking. Just say whatever you feel, and I could try to blend it all up in here and put it onto something that's visually pleasing to
not
you.
To sound too deep, but that's almost like a God-given talent, right? Like no one's did you really learn it? Did you really learn it? Or is it just something like, you know, these crazy piano players and it's like 10-year-olds that can go nuts on Mozart? Did you learn this? Or can you really say, you know what, I was born like this, that's just how it is?
Learned it, bro.
Oh, you learned it?
Yes. Okay. Definitely. Because I know what you're talking about. There's dudes that I see that are artists. Like, bro, you can't teach that stuff, man. You know what I mean? My stuff is just, like you said, an obsession. Like, I think about it. I want to do it. I try to do it, make it happen. You know what I mean? Some dudes, you could give them something and they'll freaking do a masterpiece, not looking, not even thinking about it. Just boom, boom, boom. Natural, right? And I don't really take offense to the term, but I kind of like look a certain way when people are like, you're a natural. Like, nah, dude, this ain't natural, man. This is hard work, just like any job. You know what I mean? You work hard at a job, you get good at it. That's what happens. You know what I mean? Like, you're not natural. I wasn't naturally born with it, dude. It's just hard work. You know, you just figure it out.
There it is, kids.
Yeah,
hard work.
Like the analogy I give everyone is like, you put someone in jail with a pen and a paper, they're gonna figure out how to draw. If they're in there for 20 years with just that, they will figure out how to draw. No doubt in my mind about that. You know
I thought you were gonna say they'll figure out how to shank somebody with a pen.
That too, along with many other things.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, that's funny. That's funny.
No doubt.
That's cool though. So one, like, I think one of the only famous people I know, it's kind of famous, but this one artist I went to elementary school with, her name is Raina Telgemeier. She does like these kids books, like they're called like Sister, and there's like different ones. But she was always good at drawing, like even fucking back in elementary school. I remember like there was some contest for like a teeth brushing or some shit like that. but she was always super dope. And then to learn that she went out and made like is a fucking cartoonist for books, you know, it's kind of cool. But like to your point though, that probably took her hella years to hone that craft, and then you know, partner with the right people to get the stories and all, you know, all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, man, it's a tough grind, dude. Yeah, it's definitely tough to, especially like to get your name out there, like get your connections, like with her publishers, whatever path she went through, like, because how many other artists out there that that probably draw similar, or like have characters or like, you know, equally up there, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta like, dude, it's like really like you just gotta think about it and like focus on what you want people to see, like. And I hate kind of saying it like that because at the same time, you want art to be what comes out of here. You know what I mean?
You want to put your twist on it.
Right. Yeah.
People recognize, oh yeah, that's, I seen that on Meeks Made It Instagram. Right?
And sometimes art doesn't even need to be anything. That's what true art is, right? You're doing it for yourself. Like, I'm just going to be an artist. Boom. F what everyone else thinks. I'm just going to do my thing. But if you want to make money, you got to obviously take everything into account, you know? So yeah, it's a tough game, man. But like I said, just like anything, dude, I think about, hey, I'd be working just as hard, if not harder, to do this for someone else, a boss making money for him. Why wouldn't I work that hard for me and make just as money, if not more than him? If I put that same amount of effort and passion, how is he the boss? What did he do? You know what I mean? Like, how is he?
He kissed a lot of ass.
Is he smarter than me? You know what I mean? Is he? Yeah, exactly. Right. You know what I mean? Like, who's to say I can't be that guy, or even his boss? Or even the owner, who's to say I'm not that guy? Yeah. Like people, I think, especially, you know, if you grow up in a certain type of environment, whether you're a minority or like low income, whatever it may be, like they'll obviously put themselves into a category of like, hey, because I remember even going to school in high school, man, like no one ever talked to me about college unless it was like about hockey. Like you go to play college hockey. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play hockey basically. And then hopefully I go to college. Right. But like going to school as a Mexican in high school, like, they're like saying, hey, dude, you better graduate. So like then and there, that limits you, right?
Kind of low end goal.
Yes, dude, just graduate. Okay. Didn't even do that, but you know what I mean? Like from there on, like people will limit themselves. Okay, get a job. All right, we'll get this job. Like you're never setting the bar higher than what it could be. Like you got to believe in yourself. Like, you know, I don't have any kids yet, but like you could be the president of the United States. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'd be telling them. Like, bro, put that bar high and let them know that that's how high it can be if you really want it to be. You know what I mean? Don't limit yourself.
That's dope. Yeah, no, I got a similar story. Yeah, like with that, just being like, after high school, I started working at some plumbing place, and my mom was just like, "That's a good job. You know, it's like blue collar. You can get into a union, whatever." But it was like, I was like, I got to go to school because my brother was already in school and I was already in San Jose and living in a fraternity house. But it was just like that. It's like people just are, you know, everybody wants you to be independent. So get a job and do whatever. But then at the end of the day, it's like push yourself to open doors for yourself. And sometimes if you want to be in the corporate world, you need to maybe pursue a degree. But then if you're an artist or if you have another hustle that you really are passionate about, then you need to push yourself towards that. Because just like you said it earlier, just being comfortable and stable, it's like that's tier one. That's just like everybody should be there, but then we got to kind of like push to the next level because it's probably 100%. Not as hard as we think it is. It's just gonna take a grind to get there, you know.
I think you gotta take chances too, right?
Definitely.
You gotta take a leap and take a chance and
I don't like, don't get me wrong, man. Like I don't knock anyone's hustle, especially if it's like, hey, like if you're working a 9 to 5 and you're doing the damn thing and you're providing and making money for your family, dude, why would I ever knock that hustle? You know what I mean? I'm lucky, like where I had opportunities to like try this, you know what I mean? Like for whatever reason, shit just worked out, you know what I mean? After I got done with working corporate, I quit my job and went to my buddies. Perfect timing, just so happened to have a room that his buddy had already paid off the rent. So I had, you know what I mean, 5-6 months to just go in there and do my thing for free, just focus on it, you know what I mean? But that's just how things work out sometimes. But I'll never knock someone's hustle for providing for their family or doing what they have to do, man, because not everyone has those opportunities like I did, you know? They don't have that freedom or, you know, to do exactly what, you know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And that hustle is just as respectable as what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Because I couldn't do it. I mean, that's hard shit, bro. That is getting up every day. Bro, that is hard, man. You know what I mean? That is not easy stuff, bro. I couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're not shitting on people that work for fucking I'm not going to say any businesses because they're going to come after me.
Don't shit on me. Don't shit on me.
Everybody at McDonald's can suck it. No, they're all going to come
Yeah,
after me.
I hate Target. I hate Target.
Yeah. No, for real. But if you do
That's
have
hilarious.
a passion that's on the side that you're serious about, then fucking pursue it. That's all we're trying to say.
Go for it.
Fucking
Yeah, man.
do it.
Yeah,
Take that
Life's
leap,
too
man.
short, bro. Yeah,
There we
definitely.
go. All right,
Yeah,
Rob.
just like us. That's
Yeah.
like us with this podcast,
Yeah, why
right?
not, bro? Why not? Do it.
We
I
just
know.
said, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, fuck
I
it.
mean, all these crazy people I've met throughout the years are now coming on the show. It's neat kind of picking their brain, right?
Yeah.
Like Lucio
definitely.
last week.
Yeah,
Who
man.
knew that he wants to feed people and
Mhm.
cook, and that's his super passion.
Right.
We just thought he was some gigolo bartender.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, I actually I talked to him about that,
Right,
man.
right.
I like before, because I was like, what do you do? He's like, I went to culinary. I'm like, bro, do it. I remember
Yeah.
telling him, like, dude, man, why are you doing this? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then the
yeah.
pandemic hit, and like, not saying I'm the one that fucking got him to do it, but like, yeah, man, like, go for that, bro. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
always tell, because he said he went to school for it. I'm like, yeah, man, go for it, bro. I'll always tell someone if they have
Yeah.
something in their mind that tells them, you know, you're obviously talking about it for a reason. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You
yeah,
obviously
yeah,
did
yeah.
what you did for a reason. Like, go for it, bro.
Yeah, just like this. I mean,
Mhm,
Marcos,
just like y'all, man.
Marcos was talking about it for like a year before we did it. And then, like I said, he shipped me all this equipment.
Yeah.
I
just
didn't even
do
know
it.
how to plug shit in.
Yeah, man, just
But
go
I was
for it.
like, all right, let's do it.
Hell yeah,
Let's do
dude. You guys are doing pretty damn good for yourselves, dude.
it.
Got some freaking characters coming in and out of this place.
I
huh?
know. That's the best thing
Yeah.
about Rob's
we do.
Garage.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we're gonna
Rob's
get some,
Garage.
we're gonna get some ladies of the night in here, but Rob says you got to sneak them over the
Yeah.
fence and through
Yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah.
hidden
Too Tall's gonna
channels.
bring in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Too Tall, of
Yeah.
course, because he was one of the. He's a great guest. But anyway, he said he's gonna bring a lady in here and just talk about business
Oh,
and
business, eh?
Business. And I said,
What he
how-
calls
I
business.
said, how do I
yeah.
get, how do I bypass my wife and kids and get a lady of the night
Yeah,
to
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about business?
We call that hopping fences, buddy. Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's gonna
bro.
happen though. We're gonna
Mhm.
get somebody in
Oh,
here.
I
to
believe
talk
it.
About, talk about things.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah.
It'll be the
Yeah.
the first live fight on the podcast. It'll be like
Yeah,
Rob's wife
yeah.
looking in here.
My wife's gonna come through that
Yeah,
door.
you
right
see
there.
it live, bro.
You see
What
that
the
door
fuck?
right there?
Yeah,
Bro, talk about
Oh
going
my
viral,
God.
bro.
yeah, that's what
That'll
we
be
need.
the one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's
Good shit. Hell yeah.
Uh,
What else? What else?
what else
do we
you got, Marcos? What else you got for us?
Oh man, I'm hanging on barely. I got
This guy got his
fucking-
second shot yesterday.
I
Finally.
know. I'm such a pussy
Oh,
about
really?
it too. Yeah,
I wasn't really tripping on it either. What kind of shot did you get?
I got the Moderna. It's the
Moderna.
Medusa
Yeah,
shot.
I got that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was. It's not that bad. I think I just hung over and then also just tired. You know what I mean? Like all the regular.
No, I know
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what you mean, dude.
Yeah.
For real though.
Hey, let me tell you a crazy story about the shot and traveling. You know,
Okay.
Crazy Frank. Frank was over here, right?
Oh yeah.
Crazy Frank, Crazy Frank. So my buddy went to Mexico, right? I gave him a ride to the airport a week ago to go to Mexico.
Yeah.
He went to Mexico to clear his head, apparently.
Yeah.
Left his wife and kids at home, went to Mexico, went to Cabo
Yeah.
to clear his head. Anyways, he said he went to the airport. They didn't ask him for a COVID card, negative test, nothing. He goes to Mexico, right? He parties, has a great time. When he wants to fly back to America, they want him to take a COVID test to come back to America.
Uh-huh.
So they don't give a shit if you go down there, but they want you to take a test
Oh
to come
yeah.
back.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It sounds
Which was
about right.
was a trip.
Yeah. It sounds about right. Yeah.
Where
You
do
know
you
what I mean?
Yeah.
where do you even get the test at in there? Is there
At
like
the
little
resort, I
stations?
guess.
Oh, you can do it on site
wait, you had to take the test?
to
He
get
had
back.
take the
To
test
get back.
in Mexico
They
to
don't
come back to America.
right. Oh,
But when he
okay,
left
okay.
America to go to Mexico, they didn't ask
They don't
shit.
give a fuck. Yeah, they ain't tripping.
Yeah, Mexico's
just
not
want that
tripping. The
dinero,
US is.
homie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
I just thought that was funny. Like he didn't have to show his COVID card.
Yeah, man. Different types of countries.
Nothing,
you know what
man.
I mean? They're not tripping out that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought
Actually,
like
it was a trip.
yeah, we went down there. We went down there around Christmas, and I always thought it was hilarious. Is that like that machine? It looks like a giant phone booth where you go to get the fucking spray on you to like fucking sanitize you. So it's like you.
Oh my
it's-
God.
Yeah, as soon as
Oh,
you get to
what?
like a resort, you gotta like
Oh,
they
you
get you in
walk
a
through the
line.
mist?
Yeah, and then you get in, then you stand there, and it just fucking sprays
Yeah.
some
It's
lame
like a
ass
human
mist.
car wash.
Yeah,
Like to
yeah.
fucking sanitize you?
I
Yeah,
guess, I don't know.
supposedly. But, you
What
know,
the
like,
fuck?
yeah, but like there could be like
Dude.
shit under your shirt. You could have went to the bathroom and
Yeah.
fucking humped
Yeah.
everything. And so it's just like
Right.
this. It's just
Oh
this
my
little
God.
light mist that gets on you, and then after that, they don't ask you to do that shit again. But it's just kind of
That's
like
a trip.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Was that like
interesting.
fresh off the plane or like at the resort?
No, that was after like, so you after once we got off the plane, so we went to Cabo as well, because I think Frank went to Cabo too. We went to Cabo. We jumped in an SUV, gave us a ride there, and then you do the misting once you get to the resort, and then so you'd already interacted with people and talking to people and all that shit. It's just a matter of like before you step onto the premises. Here's this fucking weird little Mr. Machine. And you know, we have like you have your backpack on, you have
Mr.
shirts,
Machine.
you have shorts on, you have hats, you know, like
what the fuck's this thing gonna do now?
It's like Purell. Purell at you,
I tripped out on a lot of like COVID shit, man. Like I obviously, you know, like there's two sides to everything, like conspiracy, it's real, this and that, like whatever, man. I'm not tripping. I went to so here's the story, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
I went to Oklahoma to go tattoo a bunch of dudes that I played hockey with back in June of last year, right? Like full-fledged COVID situation. Like I'm traveling.
Height of the pandemic.
Yeah, height of the pandemic, right? And I tattooed probably like 10 people, and I stood, you know, 4 of my buddies I played with, and I get back home, and every single person I had tattooed and every single person I stayed with all had COVID.
Oh my God.
Every single one. Man. So I'm tripping, bro. Like I'm in my room, like no one fucking touch me, no one go near me.
You get paranoid,
bro. And like, dude, I don't give a shit about myself, bro. Like if I give it to my family, bro, my grandma, my grand, bro, I would never be able to live with that if something, you know what I mean? If something ever happened to them. So tripping, full-fledged paranoia, like you said. Went and got tested, didn't have it, man.
Wow.
I checked my blood type. I'm either O positive or O negative. It's resistant towards it. So after that, I was never really tripping, man. So I like, because if there was any chance I'd get it, it'd be right then and there, like almost 100% chance, you know, because I'm in direct contact with all these people that got it. I'm touching them. Yeah, bro. So yeah.
That's amazing, dude. That's amazing. You did not get it.
Nuts, right? Yeah. I could have swore I had it. I would have put $1 million on it. You know what I mean? Like, fucking weird.
You know what Crazy Frank said when they did the test before he come back to America? The doctor said he had a lot of antibodies in his system.
Antibodies.
So they're saying he may have had it in the past because his body built up an immune system.
Fuck. Maybe that's what it was then.
But he was also like us three here. We're all, you know, fully vaccinated, and so is Frank. So they're not sure if the antibodies came because he's vaccinated or he really did have COVID.
That's what the vaccine does, is it creates antibodies in you.
Yeah. So he had a heightened antibodies. So he,
I don't know if this is like
me, bro.
I don't know if this is like a legitimate story or not. I don't know what's going on. He was like, he was telling me too. He said he had got some advice from an anesthesiologist.
This is both y'all's boys then?
Yeah, he's
Rob.
Yeah,
he's like
Crazy Frank for a reason.
He's
Crazy Frank.
You don't get a name like that for nothing.
You'll get in a fight at a wedding. You know what
I mean?
Yeah.
Always, he's that guy.
There was one time. There was always one time
together.
We're all in the same fraternity.
Yeah, me and Rob are, but Frank. Yeah, Frank isn't, but he was Rob.
He was kind of like a hang around. He was like hanging around.
Yeah, one of those guys, the guy on the couch.
Yeah.
Where do we go? We went somewhere one time, and I gave him like a bunch of pot brownies, and I was like, dude, relax. And he was like pounding. And then I remember him sitting there, and his eyes were like so red, and he was just like,
oh my God.
They were
never like, give a handful of brownies to Crazy Frank.
He's going to
they'll be gone.
That shit was hilarious.
Damn, I gotta meet this guy now.
He's cool. He's cool.
Yeah.
You want to have a drink, you want to go out, this is the guy.
Okay.
But there's a crazy element where you might
turn into a fight.
But he's a gigolo. He's a ladies' man.
Yeah. Okay.
So he'll help you pull some mamas. You know.
Yeah.
He's got a real sophisticated
He's the San Jose Mel Gibson.
He's the San Jose Mel Gibson.
Oh, that's the photo you posted. Oh,
he's got nice gray hair. He's not
like the Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah. What's that guy? The Dos Equis guy?
The most interesting man alive.
Most interesting man in San Ho.
I don't usually fight, but if I go to weddings, I get in fights.
Right. I don't go to a lot of weddings, but if I do, I'm brawling.
Yeah.
I don't go to Mexico, but when I do, I get COVID.
Yeah.
That's him. Crazy
just that guy, man. Yeah. All right.
God.
Definitely have a better understanding of.
Everybody
we all got
crazy.
We all got one of those homies.
Everybody's got a crazy friend.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
That's hilarious, man. Crazy
well,
friend.
gentlemen,
you're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
You're
I'm gonna
okay,
be
Mark.
fine.
You made it through the podcast. You made it.
I think
Hell yeah.
I just honestly think I just drank too much. I think that's what it is. But then like
Yeah.
if you give me the opportunity to be lazy, I'm like laying on the bed with like 6 pillows and my neck starts I start getting that like tattoo artist kinks in my body. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like,
I know the pain.
yeah.
Same way though, man. Sometimes you gotta force yourself up and just fucking
Yeah,
do it.
exactly.
And then you wake up as you're doing it.
Let's
you know
check
what I
out
mean?
your shirt though. What shirt is that?
Oh, okay. It's
Austin?
yeah, it's
Stone
my
Cold?
throwback.
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
Oh,
There you go.
gangsta.
I like it.
Yeah.
Who could forget about that one?
It's the GOAT, man.
That's the one right
Hey,
there.
have you guys checked it out? I was telling Marcos, did you guys see those new A&Es documentaries on the wrestlers?
Oh, I've been watching those.
Oh, those are
Yeah,
intense.
the dark side of wrestling.
Wait,
Head
is that
Macho Man?
Yeah.
is that an
Did you
old
watch that,
series?
Mark?
Is it an old series that they're putting
No,
back
it's
out?
new. It's a new
That
one.
might be, is that
Okay.
on Vice or A&E?
No, there's a brand new one. I'm telling you guys, it's a brand new series on A&E.
It's
They
like
did-
how they like kill themselves and shit.
and how they died. How they were in
Yeah,
the
dark
drug-
side of wrestling.
They
Yeah,
did
yeah.
Macho Man, Booker T, and
They've done a bunch of those.
who's the guy in the Rockers? Who's the Rockers?
Marty Jannetty.
Dude, I know
and,
exactly what you're talking
Sean.
about.
And,
Shawn
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn
Shawn
Michaels.
Michaels.
You guys need to go on demand. I'm not cheating.
I'm
you.
gonna check
Watch
it out.
these.
Oh yeah.
Start
I've
with
been
the
watching.
Macho Man. It's dark how
Macho
he's
Man.
he's in the coke, he's in the everything.
Yeah,
he's
man.
he's in the women. I mean, he's living a rock star lifestyle.
All these dudes were, bro. They were straight rock stars.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like,
You guys gotta check it out. It's on A&E. It's brand new.
okay.
It's only on the 3rd week.
It might be different because I think the one I was watching was on Vice. It's probably something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
saw
I'll check
that
it
one.
out.
I saw that one. That one's
Okay.
kind of raw and uncut.
Yeah.
This one's more like
Step by step.
It's a movie.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A&E style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marty
I love-
Jannetty,
that's
and
like-
what'd you say?
I said
What was
Marty
his name?
Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. Like you said, the
Dude,
Rockers.
Shawn Michaels. Yeah. The Shawn
Heartbreak
Michaels
Kid.
was like a narcissist. Yeah, he was a narcissist. He was into himself. And,
Yeah.
he pulled off some weird thing with
the
that
Montreal
guy
Screw
from-
Job with
yeah,
Bret Hart.
exactly.
What's that?
I know.
This
I
guy
know my
knows it.
wrestling.
This guy knows
Whoa,
his
whoa, whoa,
wrestling.
yo, lace me up, y'all. Like,
Yo,
because I'm into
so-
this shit. I've been watching. I'm
This
telling
was a
you.
huge deal. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Marcos, go ahead.
So Bret Hart was the champ, but then he was going to retire. So there was a
Yeah.
matchup in Montreal, and that's his home area, right? He's Canadian, and I don't know if Montreal is his hometown, but it was on Canadian soil. So he was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll give it up. I'll give up the belt, but I just don't want to lose it in Montreal. Maybe we come out Monday night, and after the big event, and I'll just fucking hand off the belt and retire, right? And
Yeah.
so like basically during this match, like Vince McMahon was like, fucking pin him right now. You know how they have like the fake pins, you pin them, but then they kick out.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to kick out, but then like Vince McMahon telling the ref like count him out. So they
Well,
counted.
no,
up-
I'll go in depth. I'll go in depth because I watched it.
Okay, but
Hey,
that was
tag team.
No, hold
the
on.
gist of it though,
No,
right?
no, but here's the more detail.
Okay, go ahead.
That this is what pissed Bret Hart off is he put him in the sharpshooter.
Ooh.
Oh, and he didn't call it. They didn't call the match.
Yeah,
Nothing
he,
sharp.
he was gonna put him in the sharpshooter, but then Bret Hart was supposed to escape out of it, and then they rang the bell. Vince McMahon, while he saw Shawn Michaels have Bret Hart in the sharpshooter, Vince McMahon low key went ring the bell.
So this is not scripted.
No, he's like
No.
ring the bell,
He
ring
changed the
bell.
ending. Yeah, they changed the ending.
Yeah, he
He
changed,
changed the end.
Yeah.
So they rang the bell. Shawn Michaels wins because he put him in the sharpshooter, and Shawn Michaels even looks like, whoa, I didn't know that was gonna happen, and fucking
What?
Bret Hart was pissed.
Yeah. Cause like, dude, with that
Yeah.
comes like everything else after that, right? Your career, you know what I mean? Like who's winning, and it's controlled by Vince McMahon, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
And that was
but
when
he's,
he was
he's doing it off what he's seen.
Yeah,
right, and that was like when he was at ringside. So it wasn't like he was behind the stage. He was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking ringside.
That's
sneaking in
nuts,
those-
dude.
yeah.
But the A&E thing, the A&E thing is so legit. They zoom in on Vince McMahon, and he's kind of like, hey, yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Why
Ring
did
the
he
bell.
why did he ring it though? He thought he was gonna choke him out.
He wanted to fucking just
He wanted
throw
the
some
title
shade
to
Bret
he-
Michaels.
yeah,
Oh, so
he
did
wanted
it
the
on
title.
his-
He wanted
okay.
the title to be handed off like in a legit wrestling way, and not just some like back,
Yeah,
you know, like come out Monday
Right.
night and then just say I'm retiring and all this. He wanted like a fucking win, you know, like a here's our
Add to
new
the
champ.
drama.
Here's our
Yeah.
new champ.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
beat
yeah.
him fair and square, you know.
But
So they said like
You
later.
guys gotta watch it. It's good.
Yeah.
A&E.
And they
wrestling's
said-
the trip, man. Like I didn't know all this stuff went into it. Like you know what I mean? Like some people think it's fake. Like, but like I respect what they're doing, man, because these dudes are nuts, bro. Like a lot of these
Yeah.
guys are just like, for whatever reason, like if they played football or this or that, it didn't work out in life, and they're just like, dude, we're gonna be rock stars, you know? We're gonna hit the roids. We're gonna just
get some Vicodin.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
We're going. We're gonna freaking nail each other's heads. Like, we're gonna freaking get all these broads. Like, you know what I mean? Like, live that life, bro. Like,
you know what's crazy about like a lot of those guys in the early 80s was like they, for bigger shows, they'll cut themselves, right? So you look at all those old wrestlers like Dusty Rhodes and like even Andre the Giant, and like they'd all have these like foreheads that were like butchered up, dude, because they would like tape a razor blade in their like wraps, and then they would just like cut them, and then that would like spark up the fight, right? Because then somebody's bleeding and it's all over the ring and it's huge. But it's just like, how do you go through that? Because like nowadays everything's so social. But back in the day, it'd be like, you just look like a fucking mashed potatoes up here and shit like that.
Yeah, man. Like, we're talking about old school, dude. Do you want to make it or not?
Yeah.
What's it take, bro? This is what it takes. You know what I mean? Because if it was easy, everyone else would do it. You know what I mean?
There you go.
I think that's really what it comes down to. Like, hey, there's a lot of people that are willing to do this. This is why we're the ones doing it, because we're freaking, you know what I mean? We're putting in that work, bro. And then like, dude, like they cut it, and then after that, like that scar tissue gets sliced open every time they get hit from then on. Like, dude,
like a fighter.
That's
right?
man, psychos, bro, straight psychos, dude. Like, what's his name? Mankind.
I seen
his documentary.
The sock,
bro. What a freaking nutcase! Nicest guy in the world.
Craziest
bastard in the ring, bro. Like,
wow. That one where he fought the Undertaker on the top of the cage, and then he fucking slams him through it. Dude, that was
he really got hurt. Didn't
he? Fell,
he's like his teeth came out of his fucking face, and his like
he like broke his back, dude.
Yeah. That shit was
bro.
How's that guy alive still?
Exactly, man. Freaking and then the other one I saw, the one I was telling you about, one of these dudes, same thing. Like, he fell on live TV, WWF. I forget his name, man. But he fell for like they were doing whatever.
The Blue Blazer. Owen Hart.
Owen Hart.
Yeah.
And then he hit like the freaking. He hit the rope first,
sad,
and he died right there on HBO. Like,
that's sad.
Yeah, man.
Sad.
And I forget the announcer is. He's got like he had a stroke. He talks.
JR.
Yeah, and he's talking about. He's like, man, I had to tell the whole world, like, this dude just died right here.
Oh my.
And he said it on HBO live, bro. Like, this is no joke, guys. You know what I mean? These people are literally putting their life on the line for what they want to achieve. You know what I mean?
You know who else dies on those? Are those like guys that take a splash from like a super fat person? Like, you ever hear about that? It'll just be like some
like just getting smashed.
Yeah. You're like, who's idea is this?
Yeah.
It'll just be like this giant dude like jumping off the top rope onto like a little guy.
Yeah.
That is such a bad idea.
Yeah. Who the hell wrote that one? You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. That shit's, man, these fools are nuts, man.
That's some good wrestling knowledge.
Yeah.
Just threw down.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, you seem like you guys have been into this for a while. I just started getting into it, man. So like my shit's fresh in my mind. Like, yeah, dude, this stuff's crazy, man.
You know who's got a lot of it is IG. So you can go on IG, and then once you start like getting in that wormhole, there's a lot of
rabbit hole.
Shit. There's a lot of old like wrestling like stills and clips and all kinds of shit.
Be there all night on YouTube. And I'll probably do that tonight. Real time.
That's probably better than going down some weird porn rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. It's like my Instagram probably has like a few chicks, and then it's got a lot of wrestling. I seem like a weirdo.
Yeah. I know. I trip out on that too. Like, you know, obviously pops up like, what's your view and most and shit. Probably gotta edit this part out, but like, there's nothing but broad.
You better clear your search history.
Tat here, tat there, you know. It's like the rest just like baddies, you know.
Yeah. For
like,
sure.
Why fucking lie? Like, we all like, dude, everyone knows what it is. What else? You know what I mean? Fuck. Like, you know.
I could see Chef Lucio's is nothing but food, right? It's Two Talls. I don't know. I don't want to know what Two Talls is. We'll have to find out.
Dude, funny you say that, because I've like come across like you know, like IG models. Like, I don't know if we could put this on. Go fuck Lucio. Shout out. This will. I'll be like looking like, you know, 1 million followers. Like, oh, look at this one. Liked by Lucio. Like he's been there, done that. Like multiple girls, like even like random ones like come across. They're from like Stockton or whatever, like 300 followers, but they're good looking. Like by Lucio, like by Lucio.
That's just funny because you can see who else.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this was already been there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
He's already
Give her
been
meal
there.
prep.
yeah, he's already on it. You know what I mean? Homeboy don't fuck around, dog. Shout out Loose. Don't mean to put you on blast, bro, but
I think he was on first.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Approved by
comedy,
Lucille.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Oh my God.
Hey, gentlemen. Well, thank you for coming on, bro.
Yeah.
We talked about hella shit. I like we ended up with wrestling. Shit. Now I got like,
Yeah.
some new wrestling
Yeah.
buddies. So fuck yeah.
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 No doubt.
All right,
man.
drink-
Good time.
Yeah. Drink tokens number 14. Shout out to
There it
Mico.
is.
Make sure you look up his if you need a tat and you're in
Yeah.
the
Tell
South
everybody
Bay.
your Instagram. Tell everybody your
Oh, yeah,
Instagram.
wait, let's
like
have-
nobody
wait,
knows
cheers.
it already, but go ahead.
Meeks made it. Yeah, just at Meeks made it. Yeah.
Meeks made
Check
it.
it out, man. Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity.
Let's
You
do
know,
one more cheers. One more cheers for the
One more cheers.
One more
There you
cheers.
go.
Meeks
Yeah,
made
it.
thank y'all, man.
number
Yeah.
14.
Cheers to y'all.